Hi. What do Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, and Jeffrey Epstein all have in common? They were all presidents. Just kidding, they were assassinated. And if you're somebody that doesn't know anything, then I think it's a good time for me to explain who Jeffrey Epstein is. He was a very wealthy man who owned an island that you could say also functioned as a daycare of sorts. And you know, it's well known that Epstein was friends with a lot of powerful and famous people in the industry. I've gone through the trouble of constructing a tier list that we can go through and we can decide together how guilty these people actually are. Everything I'm gonna say here is 100% true, and it's all factual evidence, allegedly. All right, so let's take a look at the categories, shall we? I'm gonna start from the bottom. So we have this one. Pretty self-explanatory. These people are 100% innocent. They have done nothing wrong. Next, we have barely legal. These are people that I would say are also, I guess, technically innocent, but there's a lot of implied creepy behavior. And now we start getting into age ranges. You know, these are kind of more for just the general vibe you get off of this person. You know, what are they feeling? What level of creepy are they? And then finally, we have our top tier. Again, self-explanatory. So I guess let's just dive right into it and get into our first notable figure. Here we have Jeffrey Epstein's muse and flame, Ghislaine Maxwell. And of course, you know she was recently arrested because of her connections to Epstein. I believe she was convicted of having relations with somebody in the range of 15 to 16. I think it's fair to say that she probably went a little younger than that. So we're just gonna drag her into the 10 to 14 category, because I think that just feels right. Now we have a Mr. Elon Musk. Fun story, Elon Musk denied going to Epstein's island, and then his ex-wife came out and said, no, we were definitely there. But do I get pedo vibes from Elon Musk? I'm very conflicted, because I don't care for him as a person, but I don't necessarily get pedo vibes from him. So I'm gonna put him in the barely legal category, because I still feel like there's probably some creepy activity going on. Next, we have a Mr. Kevin Spacey. I think it's hilarious that both the main characters and Baby Driver are canceled. You know, where were they driving those babies to? Probably straight to the island, unfortunately. So we all know his deal. I am gonna say, I get some weird vibes off of Spacey. I'm gonna put him in the 4 to 9 category just to be safe. Now we have a double bill. 2 US presidents, Mr. Bill Clinton and a Mr. Donald Trump. Now, I prefer to stay nonpartisan. I don't wanna pick a side, but I also wanna play both sides, so I also come out on top. So, just to play it safe, moving on. Mr. Alec Baldwin. Now, allegedly Epstein had a little black book with some of his most frequent contacts, people he would call up regularly. And in that list was Alec Baldwin. Now, personally, I'm a big fan of 30 Rock. I think the show's really well written.
I'll call her back. Is she at the White House line? Great. Tell them I need a 4 a.m. tee-off time. 5 inches, but it's thick.
But on the flip side, his Trump impersonation hasn't been funny in 4 years. So, does that make him a pedophile? I don't know, something about him. I'm not getting straight pedo vibes. But I still think, same with Elon Musk, there's something lingering deep in there. So I'm gonna drag him to the barely legal category. I think he's safe about what he does, but there's probably a decent amount of 18-year-olds in there. Next, we have Prince Andrew. I don't know anything about the royal family. Personally, I don't care, but his face looks weird, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go into the 4 to 9 territory. Next, we have Courtney Love. Courtney Love is famous for shooting her husband in the face, if you didn't know. This is a picture of her with Prince Andrew, who we just factually established as a child predator, allegedly. Again, kind of conflicted on this one. Do I like Courtney Love? No, I don't. But do I think Courtney Love is a pedophile? I feel like Courtney Love probably doesn't fact check, and I feel like there's probably a 15 to 17-year-old that slipped through the cracks. Next, we have Alan Dershowitz, who is a lawyer who's actually on the defense team in the Harvey Weinstein trial. And I think we all know how that ended. Just based on his appearance alone, I get very creepy vibes from him. There's something just not right behind those eyes. I don't know if that's him being a lawyer or being a pedophile, allegedly. Please don't sue me. I don't have anything. So just to be safe, I'm gonna put him in the barely legal category. Next, we have esteemed actor Dustin Hoffman, who is also in Epstein's little black book of contacts. You know, he's star of films such as Ishtar. I don't know, there's something about him. I think, was he canceled? Was he Me Too'd? I feel like he was. Looks like he was Me Too'd. So, I'm just gonna drag him right over to the 15 and 17. It just feels right. All right, next we have actor Chris Tucker, star of the Rush Hour movies and other cinema. You know, Chris Tucker's Epstein connection. I don't know if I've been explaining all of these. Chris Tucker, Kevin Spacey, and Bill Clinton went to Africa for a children's charity, I believe. So, they have a few African boys slip in there? Who knows? Again, I don't know a lot about Chris Tucker. So to play it safe, I'm just gonna say 15 to 17. Moving on. Magician, Magic Man, David Blaine, famous for being a lame-ass magician. Magicians are fucking lame. Like, get a real career like me and work in retail. I don't know, there's something, he's got shark eyes. He's got nothing back there, you know? So, I'm getting real 10 to 14 vibes from him. We're gonna jump over to Harvey Weinstein. There's a picture of Weinstein and Epstein together at, I believe, a costume party. I think all the Weinstein stuff is pretty widely known by now. We know he assaults women, but does he bang children? Yeah, probably. I don't know if he's at Dan Schneider levels of banging children, but he's probably high up there. So I think it's safe to say I just put him up into the top category. All right, we're reaching the home stretch here. Charlie Rose. Here's a picture of Charlie Rose with Miss Ghislaine Maxwell, famous host of 60 Minutes, some boring ass show where they talk about boring ass shit. He was Me Too'd for sexual misconduct again. Something about him. I'm feeling 4 to 9. I feel like he's diddled a few 7-year-olds. Allegedly. Next, we got esteemed scientist Stephen Hawking. He was on the infamous Epstein flight logs that went back and forth to the island. I believe there's photos of him there going underwater in a submarine. Sounds kind of cool. I should have mentioned the flight logs beforehand. They're kind of an important thing in the whole Epstein lore. Stephen Hawking was on that list, as was Bill Clinton, Dershowitz, Prince Andrew. Now, Stephen Hawking is in a wheelchair. The question here is not, does he want to bang kids? The question here is he physically capable of banging kids? And I don't know if he is. I feel like he bangs on the DL, you know? I'm gonna drag him to the barely legal category. All right, next we have Mr. Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett was also in Epstein's little book of contacts. Now, Jimmy Buffett is very divisive, I feel like. I like some of his music. I know his music and him have a reputation of being only for frat boys and date rapists. But personally, I like a few songs, so I don't know. What does that say about me? Now, does Jimmy Buffett have sexual relations with minors? Yeah, probably. All right. Last but not least, we have a Mr. Tom Cruise. Fun fact, Tom Cruise has 0 Epstein connections. He's never met the man. Tom Cruise has never done a bad thing in his entire life. He's never done anything wrong. He's a perfect man, perfect specimen. He's had no skeletons.
Being Scientologist, you look at someone and you know absolutely that you can help them.
I don't even have to think about this one. I'm dragging him right into the last category, not a pedo. Godspeed, soldier. All right, so I guess that's gonna be about it. I want to reiterate that all of this is, it's just speculation. You know, I'm sure every single one of these people is 100% completely innocent. They've never done anything wrong in their entire lives. And even though they have their pictures taken with Ghislaine and Jeffrey, I'm sure they were just casual acquaintances and had no idea what was going on. And if their names are in some little black book or on some flight log somewhere, I'm sure it's just maybe a mistake or a typo, or maybe it's just somebody else named Bill Clinton. There's really no way to tell. So, if you're looking to have me assassinated, just please make it quick. I'm very easy to find. So, get on it. All right, thanks.